Okay, I'll unwrap.
Okay, so it's a bit of a joint Zoom call tonight with me, Lauren, and also with Laura, because Lauren always does one on a Monday, and I didn't want to kind of break that routine really and confuse everyone. But also I wanted Laura to speak because she had such a good month last month with clients, and of course on STD as well. Rachel did as well, but she's working tonight till just gone 8 o'clock. Well, she finished at 8, so I said we'd maybe get her on another one another time. So so I just wanted to ask Laura a few questions for you all that hopefully might be helpful. So first of all, Laura, back in October, how many clients, we talk about your clients, how many clients did you get in October?
I worked this out actually earlier because I got home and I don't actually keep tab of how many clients I get, but I worked it out. I got 5.
Wow.
October was actually my worst month in the business since joining.
Okay, and then in November?
20.
20. So that's what we've got you on the call to talk about. So I asked a few people at the beginning of November who wanted to go STD and set up a little STD school. It took ages to get going and it wasn't sort of as interactive as I hoped it would be, but you were kind of, right, I'm going STD and that's it at the beginning of November. So can you tell us, like, what was different for you? What suddenly, going from 5 clients to 20, and in November when a lot of people said it was quiet?
Basically, I stepped up in my self-development. So I started waking up every morning that bit earlier and watching a motivational video, listening to like motivational speakers while I was getting ready. Every night I would go to bed that bit earlier and just plug my earphones in, and there's this like positivity hypnosis mindset that you can listen to and sort of like fall asleep with someone telling you that you're amazing and you're going to get everything you want and you're this and you're that. So I stepped up my self-development massively. Also, seeing my upline, Emily, seeing her reconfirm her SC, she sort of, she was like, right, I'm putting all my effort into, getting STDs. Obviously, she couldn't move on until she got STDs in her team as well. And I wanted to be STD by Christmas. That was a goal I'd set for myself anyway.
Yeah.
So I stepped up the game massively. I started interacting more with people as opposed to cold messaging. I used to cold message quite a lot of people, and I stopped doing that. It didn't work for me, and I don't like doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So I started building like proper relationships with people and speaking to people about stuff other than just Plus. So getting to know them, getting to know their lifestyle, getting to know what they do, what they're into. Basically just building normal relationships with people, which I always found hard to do with sort of random new people anyway. Yeah. So that was another thing that I stepped up massively, as well as my self-development, and I sort of lost all the neg in myself. I'm quite hard on myself as well. So when I'm not doing something as well as what I think I should be, Emily will be the first to tell you that I get really negative within myself, and I sort of take myself away from the team chat and sort of sort myself out. And I think I had one off day in November. October, I was very close to sort of like just being put my hands up and just being like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Yeah. And Emily just gave me a proper kick up the backside and was like, get your ass in gear and stop being silly. And in November, I listened to her, and yeah, it was just a completely different month to me as well.
That's brilliant. I think self-development is so important. I tell people quite a lot, like I listen to a lot of motivational videos, and I know Lauren listens to music in the morning. So whatever it is that kind of gets you going in the morning, that different than your normal routine, I think is a brilliant way. I think how you start the day really kind of lifts you. I stick a motivational video on and then get in the shower. I've just got it loud enough on my phone. I can still hear it. I carry my phone around the house with me, so it's not actually digging into my time. Yeah. So, it's not got to be an extra thing.
Yeah.
I like obviously I've got at night, like the sound of that.
Yeah, definitely. It's so good. It's literally, if you like YouTube, Millionaire Mindset, it comes up all these different videos and it's all these different people, and it's it's really soothing, calm music, and it's just this person like in a really calm voice telling you that you're amazing and you can do all this stuff,
really
and
good.
you will be like a millionaire. And it's really like the amount of times that Mother House had to come home from work at like 2 a.m. and unplug me. I messaged him saying, "I'm plugged in, can you unplug me when you come home from work?" And he's just like, "Yeah, okay, Mother." So he comes in, like takes my earphones out and turns it all off for me. But it's really, really good, and it wakes you up in a different mindset as well.
Yeah.
So
But
obviously
how
I've
you
got
start
little
the
one.
day and how you end the day is really important.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously I've got a little one, so I can't really be walking around like plugged into my earphones. So just before he gets up, like 20 minutes before he gets up, I'll just listen and get myself wakened up and started for the day before rushing around after a 3-year-old.
I think that's perfect as well, and that's a really good example of, you know, so that then when your little one is up, your time is spent with your child. It's not then, I'm not actually really taking notice of you because I'm doing this, so it's just half an hour before you
Yeah.
get up. And I like you said that you're building relationships with people. I think that's really important as well.
Yeah.
I think that is, you know, it kind of makes you out to be a real person rather than just, oh, I'm only interested in you because I want a sale, because that doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah. And it did take me quite a while to sort of realise that, because I've never worked in network marketing before, so this is like all completely new to me. And I thought, you know, everyone does it their own way, everyone finds their own way. And I thought, oh, you know, I'll try it this way, and it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
And I've completely stopped doing that. I'm adding people, I'm going on, I'm liking their statuses, I'm commenting on their statuses. Then I'm messaging people completely randomly, out of the blue. Hi, how are you? Can't believe how close Christmas is. Are you all sorted? Have you got anything nice planned over the holidays?
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and talking to them that way. Another thing was posting in wedding groups. Obviously, I'm getting married next year, and I'd added a lot of people off of there, but I hadn't actually posted in there. So I was posting stuff like about wedding shoes, about bridesmaids' dresses, about colour schemes, just random stuff, and sort of getting to speak to people that way as well. And then obviously, when you go to add them on Facebook, you're not a complete random stranger just adding a random person. You've actually interacted with them. So obviously, being a mummy and a bride-to-be works for me because there's 2 different types of groups I can go into. But it can literally be anything that you're interested in, you know, baking, cookery, a TV program, anything.
I'm part of some Labrador groups that are all absolutely bonkers in there. The people in there. I've got my dog, I know I can go in, but it's actually exactly what you said. You go in, you've got to communicate with them in there about what the group's about. Nothing to actually do with Juice Plus or what you do. Yeah. So you're just literally building a relationship, and then when you add them, it's all right, and they'll accept because they want to be your friend.
Yeah.
And then they'll see it. Yeah, that's exactly right, to have other interests as well.
Yeah.
Did
definitely.
you change your own Facebook at all, or did you, from kind of what you had been doing before, or do you think it was all these things that were mainly the big game changer for you? Or
I would say it was probably predominantly my self-development and the way that I changed my business, but I think I made my Facebook more fun. I've got to be completely honest, before I started with this, I hardly ever posted. I maybe posted once a day, if that. And to go from posting once a day to between 6 and 9 times a day is completely different. But when I started, I had maybe just over 100 friends, and that was immediate close friends and family. And now I've got over 1,400.
Wow, well done.
So I have stepped up. I've made it more fun. I've put more interactive posts on there. So, like my wedding shoes, I took really good advice from Danny Cumru, who was on the last Zoom call. And she says, you know, do like a story. So create a story and follow it through on Facebook. So I done it with wedding shoes. Basically, I showed Graham, my fiance, wedding shoes and says, I really want these wedding shoes. They're Louboutins. They're £600.
Yeah.
Would you let me spend that for wedding shoes? And he laughed in my face. No joking. He was like, you've got to be joking me. And he says, I tell you what, I'll set you a challenge. If you earn £1,000 a month with your business next year, you can go and buy your shoes. And I was like, do you know what? Game's on. And I posted that on Facebook, and the amount of likes I got on that
Yeah.
And then I'd done another post a couple of days ago because when the wages were showing, and I was like halfway to my challenge.
Brilliant.
All thanks to my part-time business sort of thing. So I'm like following that up as well.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's really good to have other threads on there, isn't it? Like not just all about obviously just directly related to the business or the products. It's really good.
It's like hinting and stuff. I've been doing a lot more hinting as well. So
yeah. It's really good. Have you got any other major tips that you want to give to anyone?
It's basically like I've started this month, and I think I was so not exhausted, but like last month I literally just put everything into it. And the start of this month I've been like, oh my god, I need a breather.
Yeah.
But I put in Lauren put us in buddy groups. I'm part of a buddy group, and I put in there, I think it was yesterday, I was one of the girls in there was like, oh, I've done this and I've done this, and I was like, that's really good. I was like, I'm having a quiet start to the month, and Lauren was like, it's only quiet if you think it is. And that's what I have to keep telling myself, like, don't go into a month and think, because honestly in November I thought December I'm just going to write it off because no one's going to order, it's too close to Christmas. But my girls have had so many orders already, like my team.
I've put a gold package order through, so someone's literally just spent over 90 quid.
Yeah, it's like, so you know, if you can do that, it's only quiet if you tell yourself it's going to be, and that's what I have to keep remembering myself, like reminding myself. But it's just, honestly, it's all about mindset, and that's one thing that I have to consistently do every day, because I'm so hard on myself, and I do beat myself up so much when I'm not doing as well as I think I should be. So I think that's something that I have to do consistently every single day.
Definitely.
As well as obviously building relationships and just adding new people and getting fresh faces. Like I said to Lauren, you know, I'm going into this month, I'm just getting rid of all not the time wasters in my team, but there was a couple of trials that didn't really put as much effort in last month. So I was like, I'm just, you know, going to add fresh faces, get fresh eyes on my posts, and just keep adding and keep building the audience. Because if I can go from just over 100 to like 1,400 since August,
brilliant.
You know,
that
you just
is amazing. Sounds to me like you're actually perfectly following the DMO without even realising it. You just kind of.
I know. I try not to do it so strictly. Like I literally sort of I get up every day, and I'm just every night I do my buffer. I listen to my self-development in the morning and the night before. And you know, just like consistently add during the day and just message people as and when I can, obviously with a 3-year-old and mother half working shifts. It's obviously just like slotting that time in. So I think I probably do follow it without even realising, like you say. I don't consistently like stick to a time plan or anything.
No, that's brilliant. And so it all paid off because SDD, brand new SDD. So that is wonderful. You said you were going to get it, and you had that mindset, and you got it. So really well done. Thank you for sharing your tips with us.
Thank you for asking me.
Oh no, it's brilliant. It was so good, you know, and well done on all the people that you helped last month. It's, you know, a real good reflection of the effort that you put in to your business. So well done you. That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lauren, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Just checking you're still awake, because, you know, we know, not because you were boring, Laura, because you weren't at all, but because Lauren goes to sleep really early now. So, Lauren, I was just going to pass over to you, but I was just going to say to everyone exactly what Laura said is exactly true. It's all about mindset. I've done really well this month. I've got a lot of orders and already reorders in the bag. And I know I've been really working on my posting, and I've kind of been buffering every 2 hours at the moment, last few sort of weeks or so, or the last week definitely. But also I kind of realised that it's been since the Bournemouth Convention. I had such a good mindset at the Bournemouth Convention. I don't really care about how many clients. I just kept positive in my head the whole time. And I think it's that showed through. So all my clients have been people that never really comment on my Facebook. So, you know, I think it is just about mindset and how you're feeling. So I just wanted to add that really. December doesn't have to be a quiet month at all. So Lauren, I'm going to pass over to you because I know you wanted to say a few things. So over to you.
So I've been speaking to Laura Downing, who gets about 40 clients a month, which is insane. But I've just got a few tips from her that I wanted to share with you guys on what sort of helps her get her orders. So something she shared with me is always be the first person to post in the morning. So no matter what time of morning it is that you wake up, be that first person to post, because all of us are guilty of the first thing we do when we wake up is sit and look at our phones. Like, you're sat there with like one eye open, one eye shut, like, because it's so bright, literally like this, trying to like read it. But that's so true. Like, it's what everybody does. And a lot of people now, like, they used to get up and sit there and like read the morning newspaper. People don't do that anymore. They get up and they go on social media. So you need to be the first person that's posting. So it's the first post that people see of the day to get them excited and get them motivated and get them wanting to speak to you. So always make sure it's eye-catching, and always make sure you're doing that early morning post no matter what time it is, and share something about you. So you might be sharing like a motivational quote, you might be sharing what you're doing for the day, or if you're going to the gym, or if you're going to work out, something like that. Like, sometimes if you've got a busy day plan, be like absolutely buzzing for the day, like catching up with the team, then I'm off to do a bit of shopping, then I've got this, then I've got that. Like, tell people what you're doing for the day. So that's really important to make sure we're doing that. But mainly just share you. So we all have the same product. So what you've got to think to yourself is, what is going to attract people to you? And the thing that will attract people to you is sharing your story, and sharing what you're doing every single day. So every single one of us has the same product in the call. So what's going to make you unique? And what makes you unique is yourself, because nobody else can be a better version of you. So you need to be sharing you all the time. Like, that is so important. I think people get so caught up in trying to share the facts of Juice Plus or other people's information all the time, and it doesn't actually get you anywhere, because people don't care about that. If you're always writing that you're feeling amazing and how much more energy you've got and how good your skin is, people will just want that. So what is going to make people buy from you, and would you buy from you at the moment? So are you sharing your journey, or are you just sharing facts? So you need to make yourself different to everybody else. And something else is, you need to remember that this is a business. This is like a job, even though it doesn't seem like a job at times, because obviously we just have like fun and we get to go out for dinners and lunches and parties and nights away and all these crazy things. But you've got to remember it's a job. So if I was working in my office job still, doing like 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week, whatever it was, I don't even know how many hours I used to do, and I literally just sat and watched TV all day, would I have got paid for that? No, my bosses would have sacked me off. So you've got to treat this business the same. If you're sat there all the time, why is this business going to pay you? It's not. You need to be working. You need to be doing something that's going to build your business. So you can't just sit around. Like, obviously condense it into a time limit, because you do want time freedom, but make sure when you are having that time that you're spending on your business, you are actually doing things for your business, and you're not just being a scroller, because you're not going to get paid in this business for just scrolling social media. You need to be being productive all the time. So make a plan, and make sure that you are doing what you're telling people to do, if that makes sense. So for me, I make sure that every single month I'm in the top 5 of my team. So obviously on your office, you can see what your team's doing. Now I make sure I'm in the top 5 every month for like clients and new reps and things like that, because if you're telling your team to do that, why are they going to do that if you're not doing it yourself? So you need to be doing these things yourself. So like, I'm always posting on my team chat and things like that, but if you're never posting to your team and you're never motivating your team, then why are they going to motivate themselves, and why are they then going to motivate reps that they sign into the business? So you need to be doing what you're saying. If you're telling somebody to go out there and post 5 times a day on Facebook, well, if you're not doing it, why are they going to do it? So people almost copy what you're doing without you even having to tell them. If I'm posting on my team chat every morning something exciting, something motivational, or sharing a tip or sharing an idea, then my downlines are going to do the same with their team, and then their team will do the same with their team. But if you're not doing that yourself, people aren't going to do it. It's like you guys who are on this Zoom call tonight. Now, most of my team haven't bothered getting on this. I've got literally like 2 downlines on this call. There's 220 people on the team page, and there's 21 people listening to this, which is ridiculous. But you guys are all on this. You guys are all going to post about it on Facebook afterwards, and your teams will then start getting on the calls. But if you're not getting on the call and you're messaging your team like, there's a Zoom call tonight, get on it, well, why are they going to bother if you're not? They won't. It's as simple as that. So you need to be doing what you expect your team to do. If you're expecting your team to get 825+1 each month, you need to be doing 825+1 each month. So that's always my goal. As you know, I done that video the other day on you can get to PMD in 11 months from simply doing 825+1. So that's my goal. So that's what I make sure I do every month. So my team are going to do the same. And then if you do it, your teams will do the same, and so on. I hope that makes sense. I've got a really cool idea as well about buddies, by the way, guys. It's like going to be done on like a point system. So I know some of you are in groups already. But I've got another really good idea which I will post on the team page, and then if you can tag your team. So what it is you're going to work with one person. I'm not going to be involved in any chats or any conversations. Obviously, you don't have to take part in this if you don't want to, but it's going to be done on a point system, and you have the opportunity to win £30 each every single week. So if you win every week, you're potentially increasing your wages by £120 each every single month just by doing this point system. But you have to work together. So, for example, getting an order each week is going to be 5 points. So you've got from Monday to Sunday to get an order, and that'll give you 5 points. But if you don't both do it, you don't get those 5 points. So you've got to motivate each other and help each other out to get an order. Good. If you get 2 orders each, so again, if one of you's got 2 and one of you's only got 1, what can you do to help your buddy get that order? You're going to get 10 points. And then if you get a team member each, that's 25 points. And if you get 2 team members each, that's 50 points. So it's up to you, like, who you buddy up with. You just need to message me what points you're on at the end of each week, so you can buddy up with anyone in the team. It doesn't need to be a downline or an upline. You can buddy up with anybody. You need to stick with that buddy though for the duration of the time. And then every Sunday I want you to message me, you and your buddy, to message me what points you're on. And the team with the most points will get either £30 cash each, or you can choose a gift up to £30. So you might want like some Pandora earrings, or a £30 voucher for something, or a £30 little like beauty pack, or like some bath bombs, whatever it is, or you can have the cash. So it's up to you. So you can decide. But if your little team of 2 is winning every week, that's potentially £120 worth of free stuff you can have each month each, or £120 cash each you can have extra each month, which is such a difference to like wages as well. So you can buddy up with anyone. I'm not going to be involved in it at all. It's your decision to go and find a buddy, and your decision to go and work together, and you are responsible for messaging me every day on a Sunday, every week on a Sunday, to tell me your points, and then I'll see which team has the most points. And obviously I can check, because I'll check on my office and make sure no one's telling porkies. So that's my little idea. And then final thing, really, really quickly, because we're going to run out of time, is just a few little tips when you're getting a team member. So always remember to focus on clubs. Clubs are so important. If you don't know what a club is, then there's a video on the Apprentice page explaining it, so make sure you go and watch that. But clubs increase your wages, and the positions will come after that. So as much as a promotion is really, really great, that doesn't change your wage, but clubs will. So it's really important to focus on clubs. And you set your team like club goals. So I've set some of my team club goals, and at the end of it, when they've got their goals, so I've set them goals by Birmingham, and if they do it by Birmingham, I'm going to pay for me and them to go on a spa day. So I've set my team club goals, like my direct downlines. So it's an incentive because it's going to boost their wages, so it's worth them doing it, but also it's going to help me build my business, and in return they're going to be getting paid more, and we're going to go on spa days. So
all my deadlines are going to messaging me now.
You need
spa day.
So when you get a new team member, just a couple of questions that are really important to ask them. Ask them what their why is. So I always ask now when someone joins my team or when I get a trial rep, what do you want from this business? Because you might have someone that wants to earn £3,000 a month and leave their job. Now, you know that you need to work with that person and get them to NMD, get them to PMD. You might have somebody that absolutely loves their job and literally wants £200 a month. So you just need to focus on getting them to like SDD, and then you know they can just carry on themselves. So you know who you need to put more work in with, if that makes sense. So you know how closely and how hard you need to work with people. Ask them how often they want to be contacted. So you might have, obviously you have a team chat where we talk every single day on, but I message my team individually. Now, ask them how often they want to be contacted. I've got some people in my team who say to me, just message me like once a month. And I've got some people who I speak to every day. And I've got some people who I speak to once a week. So ask them, they might just want to crack on. Like, I don't need to be messaged every single day, like motivating me, because I'm very money driven and I'll motivate myself. So like once a week is fine for me just to catch up on. But ask them how often they want to be contacted. And ask them what their goal is of what they want to earn, so you know how hard you need to work with them. And send an email to all your new team members. So when you get a new team member, send them an email so you're taking it off of Facebook. And I've got a cover email that I send out to all my new team now. And I've got a PDF that I attached with it, which is a guide of how to get to SC. And I send them that. It's literally, I think it's like a page and a half long, but it's really, really simple. It's like task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4. So they know what they've got to do to get there if they want to get there. It's literally task by task. So if you want that, private message me afterwards, because if you don't private message me, I'll forget. Private message me afterwards and I'll send it.
Why don't you send it to me, Lars? If you send it to me, I'll send it to my front lines. And then if you send
it's on my SC school, so you might be able to save it, but if not, I'll send it you.
Oh, okay.
I'll email it you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
email it. I haven't got to worry.
I know Emily's really working on something as well, which I'm going to steal from her. And I'm sure she won't. Huh? I know she just pointed her, but I don't know what that means. Mute. Anyway, so Emily's got a file she's working on, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm going to rob that off her when she's done. And I'm sure she'll let me share it with everyone else. Oh, look, see? She's got it on the screen if you can see. And it's like a basic file that tells them about all the products and stuff as well. So you can then send that. It tells them about their points. It tells them about everything they need to know, the basic information. So it's all there for them. So it's got the commissions, the bonuses, what points they need, about the capsules, everything like that. So it's got all the information there. So you can literally send them an email with a cover email, and you've got a guide to get to SC, so more about the business, and then you've got the presentation that Emily's doing for us about every single product, what the points are and what points you need. So it's all there in black and white for them. So it's really, really simple. And then it's up to them. If they don't bother reading it, then they're obviously not that committed to the business anyway. So take it offline, and also send them a welcome card. So it doesn't have to be an expensive card, but send them a welcome card. So I've got some that I'm getting on order because I'm getting some with my logo printed on them, and I'm going to send them to everyone. But even if, for example, like say Emily signed up a new team member, if she sends them a welcome card and then I send them a welcome card and my mum sends them a welcome card, like how special is that person who's just joined the team going to feel? Like if I had like 3 thank you cards coming through the post, or like 10 thank you, even welcome cards even, or like 10 welcome cards coming through my post, all being like welcome to the team from all these different people, I would feel like so special, and that I'd actually feel like part of the team straight away. And I know that I could then go to these people. So it's just a nice little idea, because we do it for clients and we send out thank you cards. So why don't we do it to our team and make them feel special as well? Like it doesn't cost a lot. Like I'm getting about 100 cards made up. It's costing me is something like, and they're having my logo and everything on it. It's costing me like 55p a card, and that's including the envelope, which is nothing, and it's all personalised with my logo. So do little things like that, and make sure you set mini incentives for your team and mini tasks for your team, because people are driven by goals. And make sure you focus on getting everyone to SC and then letting them go. Obviously you'll still always be there, but it's really important to get to everybody to SC in your business if that's what they want to do, and then let them be more free and go off and create their own brands and do their own team pages and do all things like that. But until they get there, try and stick with them really, really closely, and work really well with them. So that's all I had. Don't know if you have anything else to say, Mum. I'm done.
No, that's really good tips there. I know that most of your team are in, most of your downline are in your SC school, and I'm just setting it up for mine, which I've told them. So I've got a Motivate Your Team group, and we're just setting that up so no one's going to miss any information anyway, because it'll all be duplicated. So everybody who's SC or above will have an SC school, and then all their downlines are in it, like you said. So, and I love the idea, Emily, that you're doing already, so we'll all be pinching that. So well done, Emily. Thank you. She didn't even know, she shared that with us, and she didn't even speak on the Zoom call.
I know.
So,
good.
And just thank you to Laura for speaking tonight and sharing her tips as well, and we'll get another Zoom call to Rachel's joined us now. So we did give you a shout out, Rachel, at the beginning for hitting STD as well. So well done, and we'll get you on a Zoom call another time, because Rachel got an amazing amount of clients as well in November. It was absolutely crazy. So and just, you know, like Lauren said, just carry on. And I think Laura said Lauren motivated you by saying it's only a rubbish month if you think it is. So as soon as you let that one negative bit come in, then you've had it, you know. So just embrace how many people you're helping. If it's one, so what? You're helping one person, brilliant. That's absolutely amazing. So thank you, Laura. Thank you, Lauren. And we'll all speak soon.
Bye, guys.
I'm off now. Thank you. Bye.